Good morning, children. This is 8th Standard Maths, Chapter 8, Comparing Quantities. So, in the last video, children, we had studied about discount, simple interest, compound interest, and different types of taxes. So, based on those concepts, in today's video, let us study the exercise problems. The first question. During a sale, a shop offered a discount of 10% on marked prices of all the items. Therefore, the shop offered the 10% discount. What all the items in the shop had, for all those items, the shop offered 10% discount for all the marked price of all the items. What would a customer have to pay for a pair of jeans marked at rupees 1450 and two shirts marked at rupees 850 each? Therefore, a customer goes to a shop to purchase a pair of jeans and two shirts, which is having the fixed price for those items as rupees 1450 and rupees 850. So children, in this given problem, discount is given with 10%. Then marked prices given of both the items. Therefore, we need to find out how much amount does the customer have to pay for those two items. That means, children, we need to find out the sale price. To find out the sale price, let us solve the problem. Discount is given with 10%. So we know the marked price of the two items, rupees 1450 and rupees 850. So now let us calculate the total marked price of those two items. Therefore, children, for a pair of jeans, it is rupees 1450. Total means we have to add, and two shirts marked at rupees 850 each. So children, how many shirts did the customer purchased? It was two shirts costs rupees 850. Therefore, 2 into 850. Then in the next step, 1450 plus 2 into 850. Now we need to multiply. 2 zeros are 0, 2 fives are 10. 1 is remaining. 2 8s are 16 plus 1, it will be 17. Therefore 1450 plus 1700, the total marked price of the two items will be equal to rupees 3150. Now the discount is given with 10%, children. Now that 10% we will convert it into the rupees. So now this is a total market price 3150. Discount is 10%. Now for this 3150, we should calculate the discount in rupees. Therefore, discount is equal to, discount is for 10%. Percent means we know that it is for 100. Therefore, 10 by 100 into the total market price, that is rupees 3150. So 10 by 100, it is the percent value. Therefore 10 by 100 into 3150. So children, here you can observe the 0 and 0 get cancels. Again 0 of the numerator and 0 of the denominator get cancels. Then it with the discount will be equal to rupees 315. Therefore, for the rupees 3150, children, the discount is rupees 315. Now we shall apply the formula for the discount. So discount is given by the formula market price minus sale price. So children, now we want the sale price. Therefore, let us rearrange this formula as sale price is equal to, so let us take the sale price to the left side. So minus sale price will be plus. Therefore, the formula, when we rearranged this formula, it will be equal to sale price is equal to market price minus discount. When we rearrange the formula, discount is equal to market price minus sale price. On substituting the values, children, market price we have rupees 3150 minus discount is rupees 315. Therefore, 3150 minus 315, the answer will be equal to, so children, 3150 minus 315, the answer will be equal to rupees 2835. Therefore, children, the sale price is equal to rupees 2835. Therefore, the customer have to pay for a pair of jeans and 2 shirts. The answer is equal to rupees 2835. So, we got the sale price by rearranging the formula discount is equal to market price minus sale price. On rearranging this formula, sale price is equal to market price minus discount. We got the final answer equal to rupees 2835. This is the method of solving the first problem, children. Now we shall solve the second question. The cost of a pair of roller skates at a shop was rupees 450. The sales tax charged was 5%. Find the bill amount. So, the sales tax which was charged onto the roller skates was 5%, which was having the rate rupees 450. Now, we need to find out the bill amount. As I mentioned in the video when I explaining the sales tax, children, I have told that these sales taxes will be added on to the bill amount, total bill amount which we receive after purchasing all the items from the shop, and that bill amount we need to find in this problem. So, to solve this problem, the sales tax charged to the roller skates for rupees 450 is 5%. Percent means it is 100. Therefore, children, now we need to convert this percent to the rupees. Therefore, now percent means 100. Therefore, for rupees 100, the tax paid was rupees 5. Let us consider that on rupees 100, the tax paid was rupees 5. So, on rupees 450, how much tax we have to pay? Therefore, children, for the rupees 100, the tax paid is rupees 5. Therefore, for rupees 450, how much tax that a customer has to pay for the roller skates? Therefore, while cross multiply, we will get that is equal to 5 into 450. 5 into 450. 5 into 450. 450 divided by 100. 5 into 450 divided by 100 on the cross multiplication. Therefore, the numerator and the denominator 0 get cancels. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. Therefore, 45 by 2 on simplification. So, 2 twos are 4. 5 2 twos are 4. We have 5 here. 2 twos are 4. 5 minus 4, 1 is remaining. Put the decimal point, take 0 since 1 is lesser than 2. So, 2 5s are 10. Therefore, on rupees 450, the tax would be rupees 22.50. That is rupees 22.50. Therefore, when a shopkeeper, the fixed price was rupees 450, the shopkeeper has fixed for the rupees 450. The sales tax was charged for 5%. Therefore, the customer have to pay for the roller skates rupees 22 rupees 50 paise. That is Therefore, children, the sales tax which was given in the percent had converted into rupees. Therefore, sales tax is equal to rupees 22.50 or 22 rupees 50 paise. Then we need to calculate the bill amount. So, in order to calculate the bill amount, we know the cost price of the item, that is equal to rupees 450. Then sales tax is equal to rupees 22.50, 22 rupees 50 paise. Now we shall add those two so that we will get the bill amount. Therefore, bill amount will be equal to cost price of the item, that is rupees 450 plus sales tax, the value 22.50. While adding those two values, so while adding 450.00 plus 22.50, because after the 450 we have no digit, but in the case of 22.50 we have the digit. So we are adding to the 450 two zeros. Therefore, we will get the answer equal to 472.50. Therefore, the bill amount will be equal to rupees 472 rupees 50 paise is the answer for the bill amount. Therefore, the sales tax which was given in the percent, we had converted into rupees. Then the bill amount will be calculated based on cost price of the item plus the sales tax charged to the roller skate item. Therefore, this is the answer, and this is the method of solving the second problem, and these are the simplifications. Third problem. Salim bought an article for rupees 784 which included GST of 12%. So goods and service tax, it is GST. So GST added on to the article which was bought by Salim was 12%. Now we need to calculate what is the price of the article before GST was added. Therefore, to solve this problem, children, let us follow this method. That is, original price of the article let us consider as rupees 100. Now GST is given with 12%. That percent we need to convert it into the rupees. Therefore, for the original price we shall consider it is rupees 100. GST will be 12%. Therefore, we shall calculate now what is the price after GST is included. So, original price of the article we have considered as rupees 100 plus GST added is 12%. Therefore, 100 plus 12, it will be 112, which will be in the rupees. Therefore, rupees 112 is the price after GST is included to the article. Therefore, children, for rupees 784, the GST added is rupees 112. Now, so children, in the next step, when selling price is rupees 112 for the original price rupees 100. So in the problem we need to calculate the price of the article before GST was added. That means we have to find out the original price of the article. Therefore, now for the original price of the article we have considered as rupees 100. GST 12%. So when we had calculated price after GST is included, it was rupees 112. Now, when selling price is rupees 112, when GST was included, it was rupees 112. The original price will be rupees 100. Therefore, now the Salim bought an article for rupees 784 which included GST. Therefore, we need to calculate what will be the original price of the article. Therefore, this is the method. Selling price is rupees 112 for the original price rupees 100 which we had calculated here. This is the step. Then for the selling price rupees 784, it is how much? So when we cross multiply here, children, we will get 784 into 100 divided by 112. So children, when we simplify this 784 by 112, it goes by 2. 2 5s are 10. 11 minus 10, 1 is remaining. 2 6s are 12. Here 2 3s are 6. 7 minus 6, 1 is remaining. 2 9s are 18. 2 2s are 4. 392 by 56. Again it goes by 2. 2 2s are 4. 5 minus 4. 1 is remaining. So 2 8s are 16. Here 2 1s are 2. 3 minus 2. 1 is remaining. 2 9s are 18. 19 minus 18. Again 1 is remaining. 2 6s are 12. We have 196 by 28. Again it goes by 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 4s are 8. Then 2 9s are 18. 19 minus 18. 1 is remaining. 2 8s are 16. So 98 by 14. So in the next step it will be 2 7s are 14. Then 2 4s are 8. 9 minus 8. 1 is remaining. 2 9s are 18. 49 by 7. 7 1s are 7. 7 7s are 49. Therefore, on simplifying this 784 by 112, we got the answer 7 into 100. 100 into 7, it will be rupees 700. Therefore, the price of the article before GST was added, that is the original price, will be equal to rupees 700. And this is the method and simplification used in this problem. So first let us calculate the original price of the article with rupees 100 because it is 12%. So we taken the original price as 100. Then price after GST is included. We will calculate 100 plus 12. We got rupees 112. Then with this method, we found out the price of the article before GST was added. It is rupees 700. This is the method of solving the third problem. Next problem, which is based on the compound interest. So we know that this compound interest is calculated on the previous year's amount. Therefore, now let us go to the question. Find the compound interest on a sum of rupees 8,000 for 2 years at 5% per annum compounded annually. So we have the two formulas for the compound interest, and this formula is for the compounded annually. We have to use the compound interest for the annual. Therefore, in the given question, children, rupees 8,000, it is the principal. Then year, that is time, is given, which is for 2 years, and rate of interest is 5%. Therefore, when we apply the formula, that is amount when interest is compounded annually, we have the formula equal to A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. This is the formula used when we have to calculate the amount when interest is compounded annually, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and N is the time period. Therefore, so children, the principal P is equal to rupees 8,000, R rate of interest is 5%, N is the time period for 2 years. Now let us substitute all these values in this formula. Therefore, P is the principal and it will be equal to 8,000 into 1 plus rate, it is 5%. Therefore, it is 5 by 100 whole to the power, n is for 2 years, whole to the power 2. Now, in the next step, let us simplify this bracket in which we have 1 plus 5 by 100. Now, take out the LCM. The LCM of 1 and 100, it will be equal to 100. So, 1 into 100. 100s are 100. So, 1 into 100, when you multiply to the numerator, it will be equal to 100 plus 100. How much is 100, children? 100 ones are 100. So, 5 into 1, it will be 5. Therefore, 100 plus 5, it will be 105 by 100. So, this 105 by 100, it goes by 5. So, 5 2s are 10, 0 is remaining. 5 2s are 10 and 5 1s are 5. Therefore, on simplification, we will get the final answer in the bracket, that is equal to 21 by 20. Now let us substitute here, children. That means that will be equal to 8000 into, so when simplified 1 plus 5 by 100, we got the final answer, that will be equal to 21 by 20 whole square. Therefore, in the next step, we shall write this as 8000 into 21 by 20 whole square. Therefore, 21 by 20 into 21 by 20. In the next step, that will be 20 ones are 20, 24s are 80. Here we have 2 zeros, add this. Then again 20 ones are 20, 22s are 40, 0. Therefore, we have the multiplication. So we have in the next step 20 into 21 into 21. Therefore, so 20 into 21 into 21, it will be 441. So now when we multiply 441 into 20, 0 ones are 0, 0 fours are 0, again 0 fours are 0. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, 2 fours are 8. Therefore, the answer will be equal to 8820. Therefore, the amount will be equal to rupees 8820. So in the question, what we have to calculate, children, we need to find out the compound interest. So to find out the compound interest, we should have amount and the principal in the formula. Therefore, the amount, that is rupees 8820, minus the principal amount, that is rupees 8000. So when we subtract, we get the answer equal to rupees 820. Therefore, to find out the compound interest, we had taken amount minus the principal amount. So rupees 8820, the amount value minus the principal value, that is 8000, we will get the final answer. Compound interest is equal to rupees 820. So in order to calculate the that is to calculate the amount value, we had applied the formula that when the amount is to be found, when interest is compounded annually, we have this formula is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and n is the time period. And this is the method of calculating the compound interest when the formula is for compounded annually.